into it because we got so many other episodes and shows that we need to recover, that I need to catch up on. So, and I will talk about what those shows are at the end of the video. So let's jump right into 1,000 Pound Sisters. The episode came on last night. I was excited because, as you know, they did not air last week, Memorial Week. And as I thought, this was going to be the episode where they will go to court. I forgot. I didn't watch the, you know how they do the review of what's going to happen next? So I was like, yes, we were actually able to see and find out the sentencing of Amy and Brian. So the episode started off with them meeting their lawyer to go over the plea deal that they decide to go with, which was 2 years of probation. Also, Amy, they were banned from the zoo, which I agree with Amy. Once that giraffe bite me, baby, I ban myself. That is the ban, okay? And also, I believe Amy has to do some classes, and one of the other classes is parental classes, which Amy says she is looking forward to because anything that has to do with motherhood, she's down for it. If anybody's been watching 1,000 Pound Sisters since day one, episode one, season one, episode one, you know that was Amy's goal, to lose weight so that she can have children. So I definitely believe her 100% when she said that she was very open to taking these classes, and you know, anything that has to do with bettering her motherhood, she is willing to, you know, explore that. So best of luck to Amy and Brian. Hopefully these 2 years go by smooth and smooth sailing and fast for them as well. Not too fast, but fast, okay? Not too fast. Because when people say, oh, I want this to go by fast, you don't know. You wish your life to go by. So that's what I mean by that. Yeah, I'll make sure my water is nice and cold. Okay. Put my top back on so we can proceed. Now, as we know, hey y'all, hey. As we know, Amy has been approved for skin surgery. And they're going to a restaurant for their last woo-ha to celebrate Amy going to her surgery. Everybody's there. You have Amy, Tammy, Chris, wife, Brian showed up, Amanda and Misty, okay? Everybody is there. Hey, everyone. Hey. And Amy is basically saying how she's afraid about how she's going to look because what she sees, you know, with the chin and the loose skin and everything, and being a big girl or obese girl, however you want to say it, a fat girl, whatever you want to call it, for so long, you know, being able to look straight down and see her knees or see her toes, not having to have the flap under her arm, you know, stuff like that. She's, you know, kind of afraid of how it's going to look like because she's never seen herself like that. And I can definitely relate to her. I remember when I first lost 100 pounds. Yes, I have lost 100 pounds once before. And I didn't think about it until one day I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, whoa. And right now, I don't think about it that I'm going through my weight loss right now. But I'm sure once I lose a big amount, a chunk of pounds, I may look myself in the mirror and be like, whoa. So it is a shock. Levi! Hey, Levi, I remember you. It is a shock when you see yourself after a huge change. So I can understand Amy. And then Amy, not me, Tammy. I can understand Tammy on that. And then out of the blue, like I've been saying, Amy just always want all the attention about her. And finally, it's being presented, and people are starting to wake up and see it, which means it's nothing wrong with that, but it's annoying when you have a relative or a friend, somebody in your friend group or just close fun group, whatever, that always want the attention about them. Like, dang, it's just annoying. So anyway, while Amy is giving, her inner thoughts, and this dinner is about her, Amy says, well, I'm going to go make me an appointment to get my vitals and everything, so I can get back on track. And everybody's kind of rolling their eyes and everything. And I love that Tammy noticed it, how everybody was rolling their eyes and everything. And then she looked at Amy and said, you know what, Amy, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Because that's how you have to deal with people like that. Because it brought the attention back to Tammy. Which, sidebar, before this dinner, on the way back from court, after they had signed their paperwork and, with the probation, speaking of Amy and Brian, it was Amy, Brian, and Chris. And in the car, Chris was talking about them going to this dinner and how they need to support Amy because this is a big deal. This is a big deal, okay? The surgery that Tammy is about to have. This is a huge deal. And instead of speaking about the seriousness about the surgery and how important it is for everyone to be there, Amy, of course, made it about her, talking about, because when she has her weight loss surgery, it's going to be hard on her to recover when it goes through during the recovery phase because she has 2 small children. Just get on my nerve. But anyway, back to the dinner. So Tammy, with all that being said, Tammy, which I love, said, no tea, no shade, no pink lemonade, but let me put this tea right here for you, Amy. I don't mean no harm. I love you, right? But I noticed that you got a little jealous when you found out that I was smaller than you. Baby, Amy was like, no comment. And she was so upset when they did the interview. She was like, I'm happy for Tammy. Now, I do believe she is happy for Tammy, but at the same time, she is jealous that Tammy, for once in their life, is smaller than her. She is jelly, okay? Jelly. And so that was just hilarious to me. But anyway, they had this huge charcuterie board that looked awesome, looked delicious. I wanted to see the other dishes that came out, but they didn't show it. And so we're going to fast forward to the day that it's time to go, I believe, to Philadelphia for the surgery. So we see Tammy on her front porch, and you can tell in her body language she's a nervous wreck, which is completely understandable because you're about to have surgery from your face, from your head down all the way down to the bottom of your hips. So it's understandable. And here comes Amy and Tammy. Chris is taking the suitcases and putting it in the car. And Tammy is so nervous she has to vomit. And she, instead of her going back in the house, she walks on the side of the house and vomit. I'm like, Lord, I hope she went back in the house and brushed her teeth. But anyway, so they get in the car. It's only Chris, Amy, and Tammy. Chris is driving. Tammy's in the front seat. Amy is in the back seat behind Chris, the driver. And Tammy is knocked out. And they kind of joke about it. I don't know if Amy. So let me, Lord, I'm getting their names confused. I'm sorry, y'all. So Chris is driving. Tammy is in the passenger seat. And Amy is behind Chris. Okay? Amy is the one knocked out. They joke about it. Now, I don't know if they always joke about this. I don't know if Amy always go to sleep on road trips, but hey, after what Amy been through with the court, being a mom, let that girl sleep. Okay? She's family mom free. Let her sleep. Let her enjoy her free time. And so they get to Philadelphia and they do a pre-appointment. And at this time, they go back to the hotel. Sorry if I'm missing some points. I don't have my notepad with me. But they go to the hotel, and Amanda arrives. And she knocks on Tammy's door, walk in Tammy's room, and immediately Tammy starts crying. I can so relate to that. It is nothing like having something major happen to you and people you love show up. Because even though they say they're going to be there, you just never know. Like, you never know if something come up and they're unable to come, something happens to them, they're unable to come, or just they always knew they wasn't going to come. So I can honestly understand that feeling of looking up and seeing your loved one, especially someone as close to you as a relative or best friend or something like that, walk through the door and immediately she starts crying. And her and Amanda have a moment which was so beautiful because, as y'all know, Tammy and Amanda, so it was so beautiful to see that moment between them. And as Amanda, encouraged Tammy and they were leaving out of the hotel room, she was like, I drove all the way this way to see you get cut. Usually I cut people that try to cut you. It was so funny. That was such a funny line. I replayed that moment because it just made me feel so cozy and so loved. And I was just happy. It felt so good to see that moment, that bond between just Amanda and Tammy on a positive note. We want to see that more. We want to see that more. I really, really love that scene. And we get to the hospital. It's Tammy laying on the bed. We got Amy, Amanda, and Chris. They're all there. They pray. Amy is concerned. Chris is concerned. Amy looks a little tired though. Tammy, whew, I just felt bad for Tammy. I know that feeling. Because, even though you're going for a surgery, no matter how small surgery is, something bad can always happen. You don't want that bad thing to happen, but it is reality and it is something you have to prepare for. So, and that type of surgery, the outcomes, everything about it. Whoa. One strong woman, like, crown her, okay? She is now crowned. And Amanda stood up, closed the curtain so the camera wouldn't see, but we could still hear because of the mic. And Amanda said a beautiful prayer. And I was like, another beautiful moment that was captured for the world to see of this family. Okay? Just a beautiful moment that was shared with the four of them. It was Chris, Amanda, Amy, and Tammy. It was beautiful. So they roll Tammy on back so they can start with the surgery. We're not even going to get into like the doctors and all that. I don't want to touch on that. I don't. But God bless them. God bless them. God bless them. God bless them. That's all I got to say. The nurses, everybody that was in that room and support them people and has elevated them people. Bless them all. Bless them all. May them continue to bless other people moving forward in life. And may they be blessed as well. And so as they're waiting, the doctor comes out and let them know it's going to be a couple of hours. So you might as well head back to the hotel. So they go back to the hotel. Amy goes straight to her room and go to sleep. Let that girl sleep. Let her sleep. She needed that break. Let her sleep. So Amanda and Chris makes this joke about how he's happy that Amanda went to go sleep because of the headshot. And was like, you can put that headshot picture in the backyard and they'll fight away all the bugs. Baby, I about died when he said that, okay? I was laughing so hard. That bug shot was a hot mess. Ain't me, okay? Baby, ain't me. It was a hot mess. It was a 1-2, okay? A 1 and a 2. And so as they're sitting there, Chris is so stressed out and so worried about Tammy that he gets a migraine. And Amanda is sitting there trying to have a conversation with him. And having someone that's in the medical field, I can see what Amanda was trying to do. She was trying to take her mind off of where Chris was and bring it back into focus to help him. And he snaps on Amanda. And Amanda leaves. So they get into it. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. Chris, this time it's on you. It's on you. They get an update that everything is going well with the surgery. They're still in the process of the surgery. I believe they were like halfway through or something like that, which thumbs up. I was like, yay. Then they finally get the call back that she's done. Everything went good. They'll be able to see her in an hour so they can make their way back to the hospital. While they're in this call, Amy wakes up and she's there while they get this phone call. And she passed gas. And Amanda is like, Chris is on the phone, okay? Getting the info. And Amanda is like, did you just... And Amy is like, I'm human. And so Amanda's like... Amanda's like... And Amy gets up and storm out the room. Girl, nobody don't want to smell your stink. Say excuse me or something, or get up. Go pass gas outside in the hallway. Make sure it's going to come back in. Just because you human doesn't allow you to just do whatever. No, it's the land of the law. So she gets out and storms out. Chris gets off the phone. He's like, what is going on? Amanda tells him, you need to get her. Chris go talks to Amy. Amy is like, Tammy told me to cancel the wedding, so I went ahead and canceled it, so y'all ain't got to worry. He's like, what? Amy ain't tell you that. Nobody in this family told you that. And Tammy is like, y'all don't want me to be with Brian. He's like, we want you to be with whoever you are happy with. But just don't expect for us or for me to come to a place that I am uncomfortable with or is outside of my religion. And then Amy said this, y'all. Well, I came to your wedding. And he said, what does my wedding have to do with it? She said, it was at a church and I don't like churches. Can we just all say it together? Amy girl. Amy. Shut up. And so blew me away. Some of the things that come out of Amy mouth, it blows me away. And people I'm not even gonna go there, but it just blows me away. Alexa, turn off alarm. Thank you. Amy went on to say, I don't care where my loved one's wedding is. I'm going to be there. Da, 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 da. Amy, go get you some counseling. Just because you want your place in a well-known, evil place, establishment, that to this day people say has evil and negative energy, you can't expect for everybody to just be like, woo, hi, we can't go. We can't wait to go. We can't wait to go. Oh my goodness, can't wait to go. Stupid. If anything, Amy, what you can do is you and Brian can have a ceremony just with y'all, a few friends, whoever wants to go. And then if you really want to, if it means that much to you, you can have a wedding for your family and friends at the reception, or everybody can come to the reception. But for her to sit up there and say that Tammy told her to cancel, that was a flat out. I don't believe that until Tammy come out and say that she said that. I don't believe that. I believe the only reason why she put it on Tammy, that Tammy told her to cancel it because the family wasn't coming to the wedding, was because all the attention was on Tammy. And so she thought that Chris was going to fall for it and make Tammy look like the bad guy. How messed up, how much of attention seeker, how much attention do you want? Your sister just went through a major surgery. And you trying to make her look bad because the attention is not on your wedding. And nobody want to go to a same asylum. I don't know if this is Amy coming up with this, y'all don't want me to marry Brian. I don't know. I don't know if Brian is getting in her head. But one thing I do know is that Amy loves attention. She always loved attention. Another example, when Tammy married Caleb, rest in peace, Caleb. Remember the toast she gave? Chris came over with a bottle of champagne, unalcoholic champagne. It was no alcohol champagne. And gave it to Tammy and Caleb for them to drink. And then here come Amy. After they poured some of the drink in their glasses, she, instead of her saying, sister, let me have your glass, she grabbed the whole bottle and standing there drinking it like it's real alcohol, like as if she's getting drunk. Saying, everybody, look at your wedding. Everybody's here because of us. No, everybody was there because Tammy and Caleb was getting married. The cameras are there because of y'all, but everybody's there because, she can't even make one speech about somebody else. Everything is Amy. Amy, get it together, girl. I am sick of you at this point. Get it together. And Amy is a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. Amy is a lot of fun. Funny. But this attention stuff, girl, I don't know what it is. Get some counseling. Figure it out. Okay? Figure it out. Because, this ain't the way to go, sis. With that being said, I hope y'all love my review of 1,000 Pound Sisters. If you did, thumbs up and subscribe, comment. Let me know your thoughts. And also, we're going to rate this from 1 to 5. How did you like it? Give me your thoughts on everything, guys. And with that being said, love, peace, and soul and hair grease. Remember to treat people with kindness instead of attention seekers. Because you never know what they are going through. Just kidding, because you never know what they're going through. Bye.